Hey, big dreamers, this is Liz from Big Dream with Liz. If this is your first time here, this is where I give intuitive advice based on what I love, what I'm good at, and what I think you need most, also known as the flavor generator. So let's see what the person of the day is today. How are you guys doing? I have been trying to attempt 2 videos per week, but I've also been perfecting this project, which will explain in depth every single one of these categories of the flavor generator method. And it has taken me quite some time to put it all together. I guess I want to put it on my website, which, by the way, is not really up and running correctly right now. I hadn't checked it in a very long time. And when I did finally check it, it's like not even a website. So I have to figure out how to fix that. And I am not savvy on the web design or development, but whatever. It'll all come together. Oh wait, I need more than that. And so I'm hoping to finish this project very soon and perfect my flavor generator method so that everything is even better than it was before. And I would like to sell the program in the future, so I have to perfect it and figure out how it's going to work for someone else to do their own, if you have the patience to figure out what it is you have loved since you were a child that you may or may not still use in your life, and what all of the things that you were so passionate and excited about can mean for you today and for your life purpose and for how that can help many other people. So that is my goal with this flavor generator thing, so that not only can I inspire you on a somewhat regular basis, I would also like you to feel re-inspired, to reignite the passion you once had, if you can recall what it was that made you so darn happy, and maybe you can direct yourself on that path once again, even if you usually think you're too old or something. There's no such thing as being too old to do anything, in my opinion. Okay, we have the creator today. The creator. And for passion, we have design of all kinds. For power, which is your skill or talent, this is one of mine, we have creating commercials. Oh, I need to do that, by the way. And for your purpose or mission or whatever, create quality work and color outside the lines. Because as you know, those who told us to color within the lines are afraid of losing control. That's the first thing I thought of. Those who told us to color within the lines are boring and need to check themselves before they wreck themselves. Okay? So design of all kinds. I love interior design. That's the first thing I thought of. I love interior design. I love graphic design. I love fashion design, even though that's not my thing. I love design of all kinds. I could go on and on, right? I used to create commercials as a child. I had a little keyboard. I had a little tape cassette recorder where I would record my own voice and my friends' voices and make little jingles on my keyboard and record those and put them on the little tapes with my voice over the top of them, and I would go back and edit it, and the best that I knew how, with a little tape recorder machine from the early 90s, probably from the 80s, Oh yeah, it was probably the 80s, late 80s. And that was a lot of fun for me. So design of all kinds can mean you're a creative individual. You could design anything that you think of. It might take you some time, kind of like this whole method here that I am using on YouTube. And it has taken me some time to perfect, and I'm still perfecting it. But if I want to sell it somehow, some way, someday, I need to get it figured out. Oh, there's a pretty butterfly out there. Nice. I like that. So if you are a creative individual, you may also love design of all kinds. You may or may not be good at creating commercials, but and then the other thing I did as a kid was graphic design. I used to make little commercials on paper, like advertisements, not commercials. And I made a fake cereal once. What was it called? Diabetes in a box. It's not very funny, I guess, but because that's a real disease that people have. But it was basically sugar cubes, sugar-colored, flavored sugar cubes were the cereal, and then you put Kool-Aid instead of milk as the liquid in the cereal. And I called it Diabetes in a Box, and I had the little insulin needle cartoon character on the box cover, and it was silly. So yeah, there are no limits to your creative capacity. You just gotta do stuff and have fun with it, because why not? Have you watched Nickelodeon cartoons? Those are weird. Okay, does Nickelodeon even exist anymore? Create quality work. That's always going to be a mission I will suggest to you, because, you don't want to put so much pressure on yourself that you don't create anything, because I am guilty of perfectionism is a curse in my life, and I will be frozen in time not wanting to create something that isn't good enough, so then I just don't do anything. And that's been happening for a number of years with my love of painting, drawing, the fine arts. I used to do that all the time, and I kind of stopped, not only because life got busy, but because I got too perfectionistic in my mind and fearful that what I came up with wouldn't be as good as what I came up with in the past. And maybe you can relate to that. But creating quality work, once you get going and you're in the flow of it, and you're in that creative state, and things keep happening easily, it comes easily to you, it's much easier then to create quality work, because you are being patient with yourself and the process. So, depending on what you're working on, coloring outside the lines. So think outside the box, kind of like the weird cereal advertisement that I came up with when I was in middle school, or maybe I was in high school then, I don't know. But it was a little weird, and so am I. So I like to put that out there in creative ways that can make people smile, laugh, scratch their heads in confusion, that kind of thing, because it's fun to do that. When you have creative control, you're in control of what you are presenting, and people can judge you wrongly for it if they want, but are they coloring outside the lines? Or are they just being boring? So try to think outside the box, color outside the lines, do something that you think has never been done before. And what else? My kitty's staring at me. Hi, Tovi. You're so pretty. And design of all kinds, creating commercials, create quality work, color outside the lines. You may have seen my story on Instagram a couple days back about, it was a reshare of someone else's post, but it said, vision. You would not have received the vision if it were not possible. to achieve it, or something like that. Yeah, totally, 100% agree. If you can think it, you can create it. That's another quote by somebody else I can't remember. So, design of all kinds. If you admire those who come up with creative things and put it out there into the world and sell it, then maybe that's something that you would also like to do and to accomplish. If you think you're not a very good artist, or you're not a very good musician, or you're not a very good dancer, or you're not a very good designer, think again, because everything can be achievable with a little bit of effort and a step-by-step approach. I almost started singing. Step by step, day by day. I don't remember the words. A show I used to watch, Step by Step. Okay, design of all kinds, creating commercials. You might want to try that. It's fun. Create quality work and color outside the lines. Do your best. Be yourself. Don't be too boring, because it's boring. And that goes for me too, because I know my videos, I'm trying not to make them boring. I promise. I think that's it. If you can think of it, you can create it. Just take it one step at a time. Research what you need to research to get to the next point. If you feel stuck, like me, on websites, just another thing to do on the list. So that's what I need to do soon. But at the same time, I've been developing, not only healing my own mind and body, but getting myself prepared to take it to the next level. And it has taken me quite a while since I started all of this to gain the absolute clarity and direction that I want to take. Self-confidence has been a big deal. I have to make sure that I am confident in what I'm doing and feel worthy of achieving what I want to achieve, that if someone else can do it, I can do it too. So that has been a big thing to try to overcome, and my speaking skills and my ability to manage multiple projects in a day or in a week's time and make sure that I'm still continuing to put myself out there. There's been a lot to do, but it's not bad. Just growing and getting more comfortable with every little thing that I try and getting better at things so they don't take as long. And eventually I'll be able to take on more things and put myself out there in the best ways possible for you. But yeah, ultimately I think I'm mostly an influencer. I want to inspire you by showing what all other people have come up with, including myself. I like to be very spontaneous with my creativity. I want to be all over the place because that's exciting. You never know what you're going to get, and that's why I like drawing things out of bags and giving advice based on what I draw, because you never know what you're going to get, and it's more fun to kind of do the improv thing than to have something planned out. And I want to be myself, and this is more fun for me. So if I do it that way, I'm going to be more myself on this camera situation. So that's the story there. Maybe I should make another commercial about the flavor generator soon. If you like creating commercials, then join me on the 20-day creating commercial workshop, where we will teach you how to incorporate design of all kinds, your love of design of all kinds, how to make that into a beautiful commercial, and how to create quality work while also coloring outside the lines. So join me. Leave a comment below if you like where I'm going with this, maybe I'll just start a workshop for y'all. So have fun out there creating your commercials, because you never know who's gonna buy. Okay, that was weird. I'm here to help bring out the inner magic you have always had, but forgot about. Leave a comment, let me know you're here. Thanks for following, subscribing, liking, sharing, supporting, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.